Happy, the Native American flute, has its own energy or life force, if you will. Its natural environment is to be played. It's at the airport, ready to go home. Play 'em, Happy, play 'em. Now that you're in the mood, I done sweetened you up a little bit. Let's get on to business. I played a wrong tune and Cobra hit my eye. Jerky voice. Yeah, so in that little front piece I gave, that was from the movie Happy Gilmore. He's trying to put the ball in. The guy sits down next to him, kneels down next to him. Happy, the ball has its own energy or life force, if you will. Its natural environment is at home. His bags are packed. He's at the airport. Send him home, Happy. Oh, okay, send him home. You too good to go home, stupid ball. Why couldn't you just go home? He missed it by that much. That was another classic, Happy Gilmore. If you haven't seen Happy Gilmore, don't even say it in the comments, because I might disown you. Just go watch it so that you can officially understand where I'm coming from. Now, having said all that, I saw this interesting article on Zero Hedge, and it was titled in a way that it was just almost, do I even care to read it? Is it really worth doing a YouTube video about? Probably not. But I saw it again. Let me go look at it. Maybe there's something in there. Maybe there's a little treat in there. And so the actual title of the article is UPS employees arrested for allegedly running a decades-long drug trafficking ring, according to police. However, there's kind of a secondary title that's part of this later on down in the article. And that's the title I'm using because this one made me almost have do I think I know what might be about to be going down in the near future? Trump to designate Mexican drug cartels as terror organizations. And what is the key to that statement? How did the government of Mexico, the top of the top, the president, etc., how did those guys respond? That's the key, my friends. You want to talk about a war on drugs? Since 1970, whatever the hell was President Nixon. Got a little better one for you. There's a new sheriff in town. His name is Trump. Hint, hint. If he has to go across the border because it is a terrorist organization. Remember how we just showed up in Syria without asking? Remember how we just showed up in Afghanistan? Remember how we just showed up in Iraq? We're looking for terrorists. We just kind of set up camp for the last 20 years. Well, wonder if that's going to happen again. Let's go see this article. Starts out kind of, whatever. Four United Parcel Service, or UPS, employees are accused of being involved in a decade-long operation to import and traffic large amounts of drugs and counterfeit vaping oils. Police said as 11 arrests in total were made over the past 2 weeks. The scheme often saw thousands of pounds of narcotics and marijuana shipped weekly from narco traffickers into the United States and then to various destinations across the nation. Authorities said the substances were transported meticulously in cardboard boxes through UPS's trucking and delivery systems, the Washington Post has reported. Money made from the lucrative operation was then spent on purchasing luxury homes and properties, vehicles, and vacations, according to detectives. Investigations first began in 2017 when the Tucson Police Department and an arm of ICE found evidence which pointed to the elaborate scheme. John Leavitt, commander of the Tucson Police Department's Counter-Narcotics Alliance, said in a statement, quote, "This investigation has identified and mitigated vulnerabilities in the shipping infrastructure that has allowed for the undetected trafficking of narcotics for more than a decade." Over the past couple of weeks, agents arrested 11 individuals aged between 24 and 49, including 4 UPS employees. Authorities seized substantial sums of money, around 50,000 counterfeit THC vape pens, equipment to manufacture drugs, and vehicles. Not to manufacture vehicles, but they also got vehicles, according to a police statement. All 11 face charges related to narcotics, smuggling, drug possession, money, whatever. The 49-year-old UPS employee of the Tucson distribution facility, Mario Barcelo, is accused of leading this operation and allegedly used his position as a supervisor to bypass security measures as drug shipments were loaded on the trucks and delivered, investigators from the Counter Narcotics Alliance said. He was arrested November 13th. He's been able to provide this service to drug traffickers without being detected both internally and externally by law enforcement for years. Sergeant William Kettler told the Post, "They've been doing it for so long that they were truly comfortable that they were never going to get caught." UPS told the Post in a statement that the company is, quote, guess what? Look surprised? Not at liberty to discuss the details of the arrests, as you know, it's an ongoing investigation, but added that it is cooperating with law enforcement. Now, for the other part that I think is a little bit more important, but it's tied into this. Donald Trump, as he said, he's gonna do an executive order. That's what he was saying, and he's gonna do this. He's pretty much done it. We will label the drug cartels as terrorist organizations. Why? If they're over there, we're over here. What point is it to label someone in another country a terrorist organization? Who cares? You can't do anything over there. It's not our country. Oh, wait a minute. President Donald Trump said this week he intends to designate Mexican drug cartels as terrorist groups for their role in trafficking narcotics and trafficking people. Aha. The day before, Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador said he, disagreed with the move. During an interview on November 26th with Fox News host Bill O'Reilly, "F it, I'll do it live," Bill O'Reilly, Trump confirmed it is something he has been working on for several months. Absolutely, Trump told O'Reilly when asked whether Mexican drug cartels would be designated as terror groups. "I've been working on that for the last 90 days. You know, designation is not that easy. You have to go through a process, and we're well into that process." Mexico's foreign ministry promptly reacted to Trump's comments, saying it would quickly seek a high-level meeting with U.S. State Department officials to address the legal designation, as well as the flow of arms and money to organized crime. Quote, "The foreign minister will establish contact with his counterpart, Michael R. Pompeo, in order to discuss this very important issue for the bilateral agenda," the ministry said. Under U.S. law, members of a particular group designated as a terrorist organization cannot enter the country. Okay. They may be deported. Okay. And it is also illegal, for people in the United States, pay attention, for people, Democrats, politicians, Peter Schiff, or Adam Schiff, Pelosi, etc., etc., etc. It is also illegal for people in the U.S. to knowingly offer support to drug trafficking and what was the other word? People trafficking. Ooh. Financial institutions must also block funds connected to the group and alert the U.S. Treasury Department. Well, we just heard HSBC laundering money for God knows how long, a little slap on the wrist. I was reading this article the other day, and it said they got in trouble, and guess who represented them? None other than James Comey, FBI head. Helped them out. They paid a little fine. No one got in trouble. Have a nice day. So if you label a group a terrorist organization, what do you think happens next time one of these so-called too-big-to-fail banks who's been laundering money for these cartels since probably forever. A little slap on the wrist. We do have checks and balances, internal reviews. Yeah, pay the fine. Oh, I'm sorry. Can't give you that get out of jail free card this time. Why not? Because that's a terrorist organization you've allowed to have bank accounts at your bank. You're in big trouble. You can't pay a fine to get out of this one. And again, the Democrats, California specifically, Peter Schiff. Why do I keep saying Peter Schiff? Adam Schiff, Pelosi, Dianne Feinstein, Maxine Waters, Eric Swalwell, a whole bunch of them. You know they are in on the human trafficking stuff and the drug stuff. And all those people, open borders, vote for us. I just watched an interesting documentary. It's right on YouTube for free. It's called San Francisco. What is sicko? San Francisco. It's about the homeless thing. Pretty good. I got about halfway through it. I didn't finish watching it, but it's pretty darn good. It's free. It's on YouTube. Just search for that. Go watch that. It's very educational about the homeless thing. It'll actually make you think twice before the next time you see one, you're like, oh, let me give them 10 or 20 bucks. We're enabling people. We are enabling that behavior. Anyways. Again, under U.S. law, members of a particular group designated as a terrorist organization cannot enter the country. They may be deported. And it is also illegal for people in the U.S. to knowingly offer support. Well, define support. Could be a lot of things. Financial institutions must also block funds. So you can't even allow a bank account, right? Well, blocking the funds, can't do anything with it. All the money laundering these banks have been doing, gone. Connected to a group to alert, and they have to alert the U.S. Treasury Department. Terror groups currently on the U.S. Foreign Terror Organization list include Islamic State, Al-Qaeda, and Boko Haram in Nigeria. Earlier, Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador said Mexico does not agree with the United States potentially designating cartels as terrorists. Well, why not? You don't want those guys in your country anyways, do you? Well, here's his answer. We will never accept that. We are not vende patrias or nation sellers. The Mexican president said at his opening morning press conference on 25th. His foreign relations minister, Marcelo Ebrard, said that the designation would be unnecessary. He noted that if America designates cartels as terrorists, here it is, people, last sentence, it could open a legal, not illegal, a legal avenue for the United States to take action against cartels inside of Mexico. Remember the other day, hey, Mexico, do you need some help? Remember Trump, you need some help getting rid of the cartel? No, we're good, no thanks. The cartel runs Mexico. And the presidents that they've selected are the presidents that become, the president of Mexico. So if we label them terrorist organization, boop, send the Marines in. See you later. Bye-bye, cartel. Bye-bye, drug problem. Bye-bye, not all of it, but a huge portion of the human trafficking side of things. Donald Trump is not just an American hero. As QAnon has said, this is not and never was just an American thing or just another 4-year election. The whole world basically is depending upon what Trump's going to do. And remember, never forget, Trump now has all the tech tools and spy gadgets that the deep state set up, never, ever, ever thinking they would lose another election because they rig everything, and somehow Donald Trump won. Oh my God, all the laws are already passed. Now he can spy on everybody. Number one, Not illegally, because they already did it to him and it was illegal. And as Q has said numerous times, hey bozos, FISA works both ways. Letting the deep state know. Now you guys are going to be monitored. The hunter becomes the hunted. And you know how many times Q had said that? And he would put hunter in brackets or quotes. Hunter becomes the hunted. Joe Biden's son Hunter is now being hunted. All I read about is, oh, this group. Oh, there's another corporation he was on. Oh, he was aboard of that one too. Oh, it wasn't just 50,000. He made millions. They have a little side bank account that John Kerry's stepson, whatever son is attached to, the guy with the college with. Oh my God, what's happening here? Someone went down a rabbit hole of epic proportions. The Hunter Biden, becomes the hunted. Many times Q will use these like dual meaning things. You think it means one thing, and it may. Like the hunter, okay, the bad guy, the deep state becomes the hunted. Yeah, that makes sense too. But also very specifically, a person named Hunter Biden. So, could you just imagine Mexico being designated the cartel terror organization? Oh, money laundering, not all of it, but again, a huge portion instantaneously across the world. Banks, oh, we got to close all these accounts. Because, oh, that person's a drug cartel member. Again, all we have to do in this country, I'll just go here. We think that maybe that guy is a cartel member. Maybe. All they have to do is designate it. Oh, he is now a cartel member. He's now on the Terror Watch group. Update the list of Terror Watch group to our member-friendly banks. Big two-failed banks. Here you guys go. Here's the new list from the State Department, U.S. Treasury Department. There's about 20 more people added to the list. If just check your bank account, you got your clients, because if any of these people on there, you understand the penalties are more severe than you've ever dealt with in your life, right? Yeah, we got it. Okay. Money laundering, deep state, boom, see ya. This is way bigger than this. First of all, the first title. UPS employees arrested for allegedly running a decade-long drug trafficking ring. Oh, no. That is nonsense compared to the second title that's in the same article, Trump to designate Mexican drug cartels as terror organizations. Even that in of itself, if you don't know what's going on, oh, well, that's a good thing. Yeah, maybe he should. Those guys have been sending drugs across our border for a long time. Yeah, he should do that. Okay, let's look a little deeper. And I've already done it. I just talked about it. If he does that, then we can go and invade Mexico and get rid of these people once and for all. We could stop the trafficking. We could stop the drugs. We could stop the money laundering. But this little tiny article isn't going that in depth. That's where old Jay Snip comes in handy. Hey guys, check this out. This is what I think. Now, am I wrong? Could I be wrong? For sure. But if I'm wrong, then this sound isn't right. And if loving the Lord's wrong, I don't want to be right.